Hi everyone, C Chronicles here. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My content is mostly fragrance reviews, although I do throw in some lifestyle content. So if you're new and that sounds like something that interests you, please do consider joining this family by subscribing. If you're returning, thank you guys for always supporting me. You are appreciated. Do give me a follow on Instagram. I go by the name C Chronicles there. Now, if you've been following my channel at the beginning of the month, I did say that I had picked up some Orientica fragrances. I opted to pick this whole set, and I did say that I was going to bring you reviews of these fragrances. Now, because there's so many of them, I'm going to be doing two in one. Today we're going to be talking about Orientica Black Oud, which is this one, and these are 30 mls, but I believe you can get them in oil form as well. And the second one is going to be Mukhallath. Okay, so this is the presentation, which is quite decent. I think I like the presentation. All of them come in this cardboard kind of packaging, and they are clearly labeled, and they're 30 ml. So I'm going to start with this. Now, if you are not familiar with Orientica seems to be part of Haramain. So I'm trying to get into more Middle Eastern houses, and I just thought, okay, let me just try and pick as many Orientica as possible and then bring them here. So let us start with Mukhallath. Okay, so this is how it looks. It's a 30 ml bottle, and I think these might be refillable, because when I was opening them, I actually deliberately put the cap like this. When I was opening them, they were like turning around. So I thought, they are like the screw on kind of, packaging where you can actually refill if you want. I am going to spray this one. Let's see, let's spray it here. Okay, let's spray it here. So that is the atomizer. So Mukhallath has like a citrusy thing going on. I can already feel that. I mean, like a citrusy bubble. But the note composition is bergamot, orange, geranium, some rose, and davana. That is at the top. And then the mid of this fragrance has cedar, some clove saffron, jasmine, and orchid. So it's going to be a little bit on the spicy side as well. And the base is cedar again. So we've got a double dose of cedar, and then it has fruits, florals, and sandalwood. So in a nutshell, I'm getting a warm, spicy, fruity floral scent with like a Kashmirian wood and ember. So if you like, if you like that kind of thing, I think you're gonna like that. I'm also getting a honeyed sweetness. So this woodsy floral is also honeyed, so it's not going to be like your woodsy kind of forward scent. It is quite honeyed, but I must say, get a synthetic opening. There is something here that feels a lot plasticky. Okay, so though surrounded by many florals, the rose in this particular one kind of manages to shine, but it doesn't become like a prickly, almost in your face rose, but it does, with the florals, all these florals I mentioned, that it does have some jasmine, the orchid and stuff. I do get the rose the most. The rose kind of like comes to the surface more than all of them. So this, I would believe, is a budget option, of Medina from Al Haramain, because Al Haramain has one called Medina that smells a lot like this. But the difference obviously is the lasting power and and the price point. So maybe this is the budget version that they decided to create for Orientica. I don't know. But because, you come here for mental shortcuts, I'm going to tell you what this immediately reminds me of. I have a little decant of Montal's Dark Purple. If you smell that one, this is going to be somewhere, within the same vein. However, it is like your airy scent because of that zesty, like citrus that it has. The orange is, a bit shiny. It shines a lot. And granted, I think this is why they packaged it like in an orange, kind of packaging. It does have that orange that comes to the surface. So as opposed to being like very thick, it then has like a citrusy kind of top. It is also a bit incensey, but I feel, yes, if you like Montal Dark Purple, you're probably gonna like this as a alternative version. The woods are here as well, but they're not heavy. They're not like as heavy as in Montal. But if you have smelled the Montal DNA just by spritzing this for the first time, you are gonna detect that it does have like that Montal DNA. I'm not saying it's an exact copy, but I am just saying that if you've smelled that fragrance and you wanted like the scent profile, it does share the same DNA as Montal's Dark Purple, but this one would be your light summery one. Stays very close to the skin. I have that Dark Purple, and I'll say the same. It does stay very close to the skin, so it's not going to be something that is going to be very impressive if you like your fragrance to project a lot. Does have again wafts of that Middle Easternness, but like a tiptoeing moment into the Middle Eastern fragrances. So if you are somebody somebody who is not so keen on the Middle Eastern fragrances, this is not going to tick you off. It does have like a Middle Eastern element, but very light touch of it. Quite spicy, quite incensey in the dry down. So, and I do get about 3 hours. These are not good performers, guys. You may need to reapply or overspray. The next one is Black Oud. So like I did say that I was going to bring both of them side by side, just so that we don't, you know, get on like a really long Orientica journey. This is the bottle, quite nice. I like the black packaging. So I'm going to spray Black Oud on this side. I don't have a a fragrance on this side, so that is the atomizer, in case you're interested. This is another one that quickly reminded me of something that, you know, I have smelled before, but this is one of those that I actually did like a lot. Just by smelling it like this, it will give you like a licorice mental shortcut, but it doesn't have licorice. What it does have is at the top it has cedar needles, rosemary, lemon, and some bergamot, and then it has again cedar in the mid, so it's got a double dose of cedar, and then it has the spices and the kayak wood, so it's going to be a bit woodsy, and then it has the raisin, amber, and the musk. The mental shortcut for this one is going to be your aromatic, warm, spicy, ambery scent with woodsy wafts, you know, and a moderate sweetness to it. It is one I feel that a lot of people are going to like, this Black Oud, and it does have like it has an exoticness to it and a bit of some smokiness to it, something that feels a bit milky as well. But I'm going to tell you, Offset, what I think of this fragrance. I think if you are the sort of person that likes Amouage interlude men, you're going to like this. But I'm going to add on that even interlude woman. I own Amouage interlude woman. It reminds me a lot of, you know, Amouage interlude woman, but it does, woman and men, but it does like feel like a fusion of both and leaning a bit masculine. But I'm going to say I can totally wear this. Okay, I don't have a problem with this. I actually enjoy this. It is milky. It is beautiful. Now, if you have put your nose on Amouage interlude men especially, you will know that that fragrance is super potent. That is one of the beasts out there. It is one fragrance that just 1 or 2 sprays might actually be too much. Now, you know, the contrast is what you get here. You get that Amouage interlude men / woman kind of DNA, and I'm not saying interlude men and women are the same. Please don't quote me on that. I'm not saying those are the same. I'm just saying this gives me a fusion of both. What I am saying is, if you have put your nose on Amouage interlude, especially the men one, you will know that it does have a very upbeat or poponax, which is like in your face, quite aggressive. So you're gonna get that DNA here, minus that, you know, minus that aggressive or poponax, minus that potency, minus that amped up incense-y, heavy smoky feel. So this is gonna be your more wearable version. Or if you haven't put your nose on that, you may want to put your nose on this. But if you buy this one first, this one might actually be misleading, because if you buy this one first because you want to see if you're gonna love Amouage interlude men, this is gonna be misleading, because Amouage interlude men is in your face, very heavy, cloying to yourself and the people around you. It's one of those fragrances that I think you just need one bottle, and it's probably going to last you years if you of course preserve your bottle. You know, it is going to last you years. It is one fragrance that is well worth the money. So this is not as heavy as interlude men. You know, the other thing about interlude men, which I'm going to compare with this, is that one is very heavy for about 2-3 hours, and then it settles down. When it actually dries down 2-3 hours in and it actually calms down, that's when you enjoy it. Now, I'm going to say, in comparison, this is what you're going to get from start to finish. The enjoyable part of Amouage interlude men, where it has done its own thing and it's settled down, or it's 6-8 hours in and now you feel, oh, this is why this fragrance is hyped up. That is what I get. I get a softer, a more watered down version of Amouage interlude men, but it does have that smokiness and it's not too much. It does have a powdery, musky down, dry down, a little bit of some sweetness there, but it really does feel like interlude men, you know, in its diluted form. So that is what I had, you know, to say with regards to this one, which is Orientica Black Oudh. So we have gotten rid of 2 today. We have gotten rid of these 2, and if you wanted the lasting power here, unfortunately it is one that you may need to either overspray or you'd have to reapply maybe after 4 hours. So these are the 2 that we've gotten out of the way, guys. We have gotten Mukhallath out of the way, and this is from Orientica, as well as Black Oudh, and these come in 30 mls, and I do hope that you found this review decent enough for you to make a decision. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Like this video if you like it, and remember to turn on post notifications. That way you will be notified anytime I upload a video. And the motto still stands that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.